I don't think the scary part had really set in yet. When there's one person, it's quite manageable, 2 or 3. When there's 100 people, it starts to get scary. When there's 1,000 people, everybody loses all sense. I think it becomes illogical. There's like a responsibility to be this charismatic, friendly person, but it's not always necessarily that easy.
Hello? Is this the life you wanted?
Holy! That brings ensure that your child is safe.
I just got into a hotel room in Japan. Oh, nice. Tokyo.
Hey.
This is $50.
Appreciate you.
Oh, I can eat it.
Alright, look at this shit. Look at that fucking. Woo! Japan, baby! First moment where things changed was I was in a theater in London. I had something like maybe 8,000 or something like that. I went on stage to do my part in the play, and then I came off stage and I had 20,000. And I was like, oh, what happened there? And then I saw that the announcement had come out that I was gonna play Sanji. I was like, oh, that's crazy. Then I went back on stage to continue the play, and then I came out again and I had 30,000. And that just kept going the entire night. I kept thinking, okay, now it's gonna stop. The next morning I had 100,000. And a couple of days later I had 150,000. And then I had 200. And then kind of slowed down. 31st of August 2024, I think is probably when I felt it changed the most. I mean, before the show even came out, we were in Tokyo. We were walking around Tokyo and people were already recognizing us. Put the top one in, I'm fucked. But I could put the top one in for the photo call.
No, just bottom.
Just photo one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna scare the Japanese people.
Well, I can talk fine with this. I guess I've got a bit of a lisp. I could also make a joke of how stupid I sound if I'm doing like a deadline. I'd be like, sorry, I've got a lisp because I've got these grills in. Have you ever had a reason to go to Cappadocia?
Why were you in Cappadocia?
I went specifically for the balloon festival.
Oh, yeah.
There's a day with a bit of wind.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you're like 6 people deep hanging onto that rope, and the balloon's just going, and you're fucking flying away with it. Why don't you come out to South Africa and see the sets? Hang with us for a week. We're shooting till June.
Yeah, it'd be sick. It'd be sick. I'm down, bro. Let's talk about it. That's awesome, dude.
Alright, sick. I'll ask you to link us up.
Cool. Hey, pleasure, bro.
Likewise, dude. Have a nice day. There was a girl at the theater after the announcement had come out. A girl who came to the theater called Jules. She brought me a Sanji keyring, and she just wished me luck. But it was the first time that somebody that I didn't know had shown up to see me and knew who I was without me introducing myself. The scary part had really set in yet, because some parts of it did get scary later on. At that point, I was still like, oh, that's cool, that's so sweet of her to go to that effort, and just sweet, and I felt really honored and I felt really humbled. What was the first time that I had an interaction where I was like, there's a lot of weird things that happen. And they're not necessarily bad things, they're just weird things. While we were filming, I'd go out in South Africa and do my thing, and every now and then, it wasn't often, but every now and then, someone would be like, hey, you're the guy who's doing the One Piece. And I'd be like, yeah. But what would surprise me is that people, even whilst wearing a mask, sunglasses, and a hat, people would recognize me through it. I'm not sure I'd recognize my best friend if he was wearing sunglasses, a hat, and a mask. So it's kind of wild that people are recognizing me that don't know me. When we started to do like conventions and go to events and stuff and go to other countries, and you'd get to an airport in a country you've never been to and people would be waiting for you there, I think that's when it started to get a little bit wild. We've just come off of like a 30-hour flight a lot of the times, you know what I mean? You barely want to talk to your best friend, let alone people you don't know, but you also feel this responsibility to be like a charismatic, friendly person. That's not always, easy. It's this whole charade where everyone's trying to act like this is really sexy, but it's not. We're just a bunch of dudes and a dudette laughing about how silly we look in our outfits, trying to act like somehow we're these fucking TV stars.
I mean, you're extremely hot
hard-working group, building something that artistically means a lot to people. And you deserve the flowers, man. Especially you, dude. Like, you fucking... bro, like, you take it to the limits for this thing, right?
I get to keep the card! Oh, dude! That's so sweet! Thank you so much, lovely. You're the best.
No, you're the best.
I feel like actually they warned us about most of it. Like, they did a pretty good job of... They had like a PowerPoint presentation for us. The Netflix guys. And they were the ones who got us our blue ticks on social media. I think they did a pretty good job of telling us this was gonna happen, people were gonna recognize us and blah, blah, blah. I just think I thought they were exaggerating and I didn't really used to believe it. I was in Indonesia. We were in Sumbawa. And then I sat in front of the convenience store and Kayan, he lit me with the car lights. And I did my Zoom with the team where they explained on this PowerPoint presentation how it was all gonna work. And I just was sat there kind of just thinking, I think you're exaggerating. Like, it looks overnight. It's been 5 years now. Yeah, it's definitely changed the way I see myself. I used to go on dates with anybody that I found attractive. Like, if I'd go out to a club or something, I'd go talk to anybody that I wanted to go talk to. I don't really go out clubbing anymore. I'm very particular and specific about who I bring to my house. I've gotten a little bit anxious around big crowds, because big crowds can get gnarly. I miss to a degree how simple my interactions were. Nobody had to second guess themselves around me. And it's not that anybody has to second guess themselves around me now, but interactions were a lot more simple. Now, I'm so thankful for everybody who's come. I am so thankful that this is, I'm somehow lucky enough to have these 4 people as my chosen family. And I really hope we get to keep doing this and keep seeing you over and over again, because I really appreciate every single person who showed up today to support what we're doing. Woo! Lost some friends that started acting differently around me. Family members that I didn't used to speak to that suddenly wanted to speak to me a lot. It's funny. Yeah, it's funny. Like, now I have an action figure. Like, there's an action figure coming out with my face on it. I think that's, honestly, I think that's just cool. I had action figures when I was little. That's a question. No, it's usually exact opposite. I think I'm struck by like the contrast. We'll go to New York, like the week that we were doing press. South Africa shooting the show, to LA to doing all these press junkets, to the premiere where, you know, the street is packed out in downtown LA, flying to New York and doing the Jimmy Fallon show, and then flying straight to Tokyo overnight and doing all of that stuff there, and having thousands of people show up, having Usher show up at the premiere, fucking Steve Aoki coming up to my room, you know what I mean? Like, you get back to your apartment and nothing's changed.
Right.
Everything's exactly the same. You still get tired and need to go to bed. You, I don't know, you get hungry at the same times. Like, there's a quote that I wrote down: when you spend so much time around other people that by the time you're with yourself, it feels like you're with a stranger. The biggest lie, the biggest truth is like it doesn't fix all your problems. Like, people say that and it's true. The biggest lie, I feel like people say that it's horrible and it's not necessarily horrible. The biggest lie is that it's all bad. Freedom. My dad. What do I regret? Not making the most of being a teenager or in my 20s, because it does go away and things do change. Worst days. Both, actually. Both. Money. Now, I'm tired. Can I squeeze another 15 minutes out of this? Time. My dad and my mum and my friends. Everything being okay when it's not. Yeah, touch wood. I'm pretty happy. My mom, my dad. Ooh, what have I broken that I can't fucking fix? 30 years of time, I can't fix them. Mom, my dad, see a pretty real version. A couple other close friends. The turnout, the people, everybody who showed up in Tokyo. Like, just the reaction of people. Go against who I am. I do feel, to a degree, loved. Sometimes I feel admired. Loved by my family. I want to be loved by, I don't know, my partner if I ever have one. It feels like quiet, it feels like peace, it feels like the ocean. I'm excited to wake up and I don't want to spend more time in bed. I'm not sure if it's exactly the one I wanted, but I do think it's the one I've earned. All-encompassing love, like surrender level, I can't stop thinking about you love. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself. Fame is something that everybody wonders about. Not many people will ever experience, but it is useful to know for yourself. It does have value to know for yourself what it is. Because until you know for yourself, you have no idea what it is. Nothing's changed.